Good afternoon, students. So today I am going to start a new chapter in science, that is keeping the earth clean. Okay. Now it is the last chapter for your midterm, and already I and Somosis sir had finished 5 chapter, and I hope there is no problem in any of the chapter because all the chapters are revised 2 or 3 times. Okay. Now keeping the earth clean. Okay. Now earth we called as mother earth because we are living on this earth, and totally life is being supported by the earth. Okay. Now all the living and non-living things in our surrounding make up our environment. Okay. So what is environment? Our surrounding is called environment. Okay. You take out your book along with your pencil. Okay. Our surrounding is called our environment. So in our surrounding we are having the living as well as the non-living things. Okay. So living plus non-living makes our environment. Okay. So our environment also includes the weather of the place we live in. Okay. Next is importance of environment. What is the importance of environment? If there is no environment, then it is not possible for us to survive on the earth. Okay. So whatever thing we need, we are getting directly from the environment. Okay. Example, the food which you are eating is coming from the plants and animals. Okay. Because you know maximum food is coming from the plants and very few foods is coming from the animals. Okay. The air we breathe is coming from the atmosphere, you know, and the material we need to make our house, roads or anything else is directly coming from the environment. So soil is directly coming from the environment because from soil we getting the bricks, that day I have told you in the class. And water, we are drinking the water. So without water it is not possible us to survive on the earth. Okay. So the 3 important things we are getting directly from the 3 to 4 things directly getting from the environment. Number 1 is the food. Okay. Number 2 is the air, that is called the atmosphere. Number 3 is the soil. Okay. From the soil we are making our house and many other things. And number 4 is the water, that is the hydrosphere. Okay. So the 3 spheres, air means atmosphere, water means hydrosphere, and earth means lithosphere. Okay. So all the 3 spheres make a sphere that is called the biosphere. Okay. See, I am writing in my book biosphere. So all the 3 sphere we can see. Okay. The atmosphere more or less we can see, the hydrosphere we can see, the lithosphere we can see, but we cannot see the biosphere because it is a combination of all the 3 spheres. Okay. So what is the importance of environment? From the environment we are getting the 4 vital things, and without the 4 vital things it is not possible for us to survive on the earth. Okay. Next thing is how we have damaged our environment. Now one thing you must note that I have written in my book, you should also note that, see, nature give us pure things and we give back nature impure things. Okay, nature is always giving us pure thing, but we are giving back nature the impure thing. This means that nature is always giving us pure thing. Suppose nature is giving us water. Okay, we drink the water, it is used for digestion, thereafter we excrete as urine. So urine is a waste. Okay, we are eating the food from the plants and animals. Okay, it is a pure thing, and we are excrete from the feces or stool, it is an waste. So always nature is giving us pure thing. We are breathing the oxygen, oxygen is the pure thing, but we are giving out the carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is the impure thing. So this thing you must know, that nature is always giving us the pure thing, but we are giving the nature the impure thing. Okay. Now we human beings have done our best to make our life comfortable. So everyone always wants some comfort. Okay. Now while doing the comfort, we are making many changes in the environment. Okay. For example, we are cutting down the forest and by cutting down the forest we are making the houses, roads and factories. Okay, more or less we are using the forest for building purposes, for furniture purposes, for paper purposes. So what we learn from this thing, as the population is increasing day by day, we are totally depending on the environment and we are changing the environment. Okay, changing the means we are disturbing the environment, we are disturbing the ecological balance of the environment. Okay, so due to this reason, you have seen that previously you asked your parent that previously there was no highway, no NH, no state, nothing. There was only one road, that is called the GT road. Okay, but nowadays you can see in many state, in many cities, state highway are there, NH is there. NH means national highway. So previously all these highway were covered with the forest, but due to our own benefit we are cutting down the forest and we transform into the roads. Previously there were no flat, especially in Asansol I am considering. You ask your guardian, previously there was no flats. Okay, but nowadays all the big plots are sold and all the big trees are cut down and makes the flats. So these are things which are destroying the environment. Okay, previously there were no more factories were there, very few factories were there, but nowadays the number of factories are increasing, so we are cutting down the forest to fulfill our life. Okay, and in doing so we are also hampering our environment as well as our health. Okay, now when we cut down the forest, then you know that many animals lose the place they live, because the wild animal, you know, they don't have the home like us to live, so they live in the jungles or forest. So when we cut down the forest, where do they will live? They will not get any place to live. Either they will come on the village area, at that time they will be killed or they will be shot down. Okay, so this is the problem, and many of them could not adjust outside, that's why they also die. Okay, see here in your book also written, when we cut down the forest many animals lose the place they live. Okay, as a result many of them die. So when their home will be destroyed, obviously many of them will be died and many of them home will be lost. Nowadays you have seen that a forest fire has taken place in California, in America. So all the biodiversity, that is the plant, animal, will all will be destroyed. Okay, now forest keeps the earth cool and also bring rain. So I am showing you one picture. See here, this is a pot. Okay, see, it is a pot. Okay, now it is a very small tree, it is a herb, and this is a very big tree, this is a coconut tree, and here this is a jackfruit tree. Okay, see, big trees are there. Okay, so one thing you must note, that whatever plants we are keeping in our home, it is good for the environment, but to bring the rain we need the big plants, just like this coconut plant, jackfruit plant and people banyan, because these small plants have no power of attraction the clouds. Okay, so clouds is only attracted by the big plants. That's why government had put a ban that we should not cut big plants. If the plants are cut, then we have to take permission from the government. Okay, so what we learn from this thing, that forests keep the earth cool and also bring the rain. Suppose just now the cloud is coming, okay, in our place wherever you live. Okay, now the clouds is attracted by the big plants present in our area. Just now I have shown, again I am showing you. Okay, see, these big plants will attract the cloud, and this small potted plant has no power to attract the cloud, so we should not cut the big plants. Okay, now also cutting down the plant causes a change in the weather. Weather means that day temperature will be very high, the time where there will be rainfall there is no rain. So this is a total deterioration condition. Okay, during the rainy season there will be no rain, during winter season there will be rain. So this is the change in the weather. Now also the big plants roots hold the soil together, and it also protect from the soil erosion. Okay, so we should not cut the big trees, because it protect our Now smoke and poisonous gases. Now you know that whenever a machine works or whenever a vehicle works, then lot of gases are coming out. Okay, so these smoke and poisonous gases pollutes the environment, and this pollution causes an impure thing in our pure air. Okay, also the waste from our homes and factories are thrown directly into the river, lakes or lands. They also pollute the waterway. Okay, so all these harmful material are getting added to our environment and making it more and more dirty. So what we conclude from this thing, that more and more smoke and poisonous gases are coming from the vehicles and factories, and they are all added out in the environment, in our air atmosphere. So they, number one, pollute the air. Number two, all the solid waste we are dumping from our homes and factories directly to the river or directly to the land. That's why they are also harming our environment. So togetherly all these material, whether it is air, whether it is liquid waste, whether it is solid waste, together all the three things are making our environment more and more dirty. Okay, and you know that the maximum things we are putting in the environment are non biodegradable. If it is biodegradable, no problem, because biodegradable things, it will be decomposed by the microorganism. But if it is non biodegradable thing, then it will remain in the environment. Suppose you put take two things, one is paper and one is plastic. Okay, you will observe that the plastic will remain as it is in the soil, but if you put the paper inside the soil, after some time, then it will be converted into a biodegradable waste. Okay, so the important thing is that maximum waste we are throwing in our environment is the non biodegradable thing. It should be biodegradable thing. If it is biodegradable, then it is good for the environment also. Okay, because it will not harm the environment, plus it will not pollute the environment. Now you see the rain is falling. Okay, so the rain is falling due to the attraction of the clouds by the big plants. Okay, now last topic is to be noted is that addition of harmful substance to the environment is called pollution. So what is pollution? The addition of harmful substances to the environment is called pollution. So we are adding harmful substances to the air, to the land, as well as to the water. Okay, now the harmful substances that causes pollution are called pollutants. So whatever harmful substance we are adding to the environment is causing the pollution, and they are called the pollutants. Okay, so smoke from the factories is an example of the pollutant. Okay, so what we conclude, we should try to reduce the pollution, because we are polluting too much. We are polluting too much our environment, we are polluting too much the water bodies, we are polluting too much our land bodies also. Okay, if you go to Ghagarbudi area, okay, with your guardian, then you will observe that on the left hand side all the waste of the Asansol are dumped there. Okay, so these are the source of pollution, and they are the solid waste. Okay, so I hope that you have understood up to this. And the rain is falling, and it is very difficult to continue the class, because the visibility is very bad. So whatever I taught you today, I hope you have understood, and you should go through the book again. When there will be next class, when we will finish this chapter, again we will revise this chapter. Okay, so the main thing that we should not cut the trees, number one thing, and we should try to clean our environment, whether it is air, whether it is water, and whether it is land. Okay, because if you pollute the environment, if you cause the pollution, then we are the sufferer. No one is the sufferer, no outside people is the sufferer, we are the sufferer. So we should try to control the all type of pollution, especially air pollution, water pollution, and land pollution. Okay, that's why you have seen that the government is trying to giving free LPG cylinder to the poor people, so that they not burn the coal or wood. Okay, so to reduce this pollution, we have to take some measures, so that we can keep our mother earth healthy, which is good for our survival. Okay, so I hope you have understood whatever I have explained, again when this chapter will be revised, then again I will explain this thing. Okay, so try to do one thing, try to plant more and more trees in your area, so it is good for the environment. Okay, so I want to conclude my class. Okay.